Alright, so this is virtual. This will be a quick tutorial how to create a Unity repository and upload stuff to it, and a little bit about the standards for GitHub. I will not be explaining theory stuff, I'll be just showing how to do things. If you're into theory stuff, either go on Google and Google it, or text me, or actually better don't text me about it because I'm not that I'm not on good terms with GitHub. So we have we have this guy Jaden Chan. So he's black belt in GitHub, and then we have this guy Pacman. So he's a president of the club, so he knows his shit as well. So you want to ask those guys about GitHub stuff, and just Google as many answers. I'm not good with GitHub, so we'll just basically show a couple of things. So how to create a repository for Unity, how to pull from that repository, how to push to it, and then what kind of standards we'll have with uploading to the actual team repository, and etc. So let's go to my account. So I go my profile, I go repositories, I create a new world called the test world. Description, my test world. I initialize readme, I add gitignore, I call it Unity. And I add a license, I use MIT because that's the license we use in the club. I have no other justification why I use MIT. A little bit about gitignore Unity. So what this is basically a file that will ignore unnecessary garbage that we might accidentally push to the repository. So we click create repository. It's a cool name, repository. So what is it? Well, repository is just a folder. All we do right now is just create a folder. So what we did is we create a folder on the web that is called test world. And what we want to do right now is to get this folder locally. So when you go to my desktop, there's GitHub repos folder. Ignore this stuff because you're not going to have it. So I go and open something called git bash in here. If you don't have git bash, go to Google and type git download, and then you'll be able to download git bash for your operating system. So you go to git bash and then you type git clone, and that will download the folder. So I go copy the link to the folder. So you can copy it by clicking on this green button and then clicking this. Make sure that your link ends up with git because that's what the link is. Then you click enter, and then it goes and downloads the folder. And then I don't know if you saw it, but it created a test world folder. We didn't have test world in the past, but that was because I created it previously. But normally you would not have test world folder, and the moment you run this folder will come up. Now we want to enter that folder, but not like manually, but from here. So for that we go cd test world, and then we manually enter that folder. And then we can see the stuff that is within this folder by typing ls. So it tells me, hey, there's license and there's readme. Now it's cool, we have the folder locally. What we want to do now is add our Unity project to here and then upload it back to GitHub. So how do we do that? Well, let's go and select a Unity project. I have a bunch of them. I think I have like one called 3D World, and yeah. So before I copy stuff that is in here, I just go to Unity because we'll have to set up two things before doing it. As far as I know. Give me a second to confirm.
Make it up. It's on our computer. Game.
Yeah, right. So there are two things we have to set up in order for it to work properly. Give it a couple of seconds to upload. Normally I probably should pause the video, but I'm afraid I will lose the momentum. It's the third or fourth time I'm recording it because I make mistakes along the way. So yeah, I'm super frustrated now. Yeah, maybe I should pause it. Alright, so I'm back. So our Unity world open. So this is a test world that I have. Want to change a couple of things. So we go to edit, and then we go to project setting. Actually, give me a sec. So you go to edit and then go
over.
to
Let's stop email. Here, choose control. We'll also go into asset serialization. Visible game. With these, we want to set up a few things in Unity. We want to go edit, project settings, editor.
Yeah, so you want to go edit, project settings, and then editor. And then you want to change a couple of things. So first of all, you want to have your meta files visible. The meta files are will add description to different assets that you have. So you want to make visible meta files, and then you want to have force text. So yeah, you want to have force text. I don't know what that does, but we have to do it. So we want to change those two things. Once it's done, we just quit. So now we can go and copy stuff in here. So we go and copy stuff in here to the new folder that we just have created. So if I go test world, I can just paste it in. It will take a while. So yeah, so we're adding it locally. Next step would be to go and make sure that we can upload it. In professional videos, people will usually just pause it, right? But I don't like the pause button. You can just like look at my desktop. It looks really sexy. Yeah. I have a bunch of garbage here. stuff like that I don't even use, like Apple soap. Like, why do I need Apple soap? And then, yeah, goodness. All right, good. So everything got pasted in here. Now we have to run a couple of commands to make sure that we upload this stuff now to first of all to the Git. First of all, that we tell the Git system that we want to upload these guys, and then upload it back to the GitHub itself. So we go git add -a. That will add every single folder and file that we have to the system. We might take a while as well. Where's the pause button? We might pause it. Okay, so stuff got added. Now we run another command such as git commit minor change. So that will be it. Actually, no, this is adding test world, and then that's the title, and then we want to add a content. So we'll go, hey guys, I've added test world, test world. Please don't say hey guys. Don't say hey guys. Okay guys, in the formal git commits. Good. So we get committed, and then it might take a while. Okay, it did take a while. Now we go and write git push. So we added it to the system. Now we want to push it to the server. So we'll go git push. It asks for my username, AKZO. It asks for my password. Well, my password is, you're not getting that. So we enter the password, compresses stuff, and then goes and writes something. That might take a while as well. So I'll probably pause the video for now. So it went and uploaded everything to the server. Now when we go to Google, to GitHub, we can take a look at this, and we can refresh this, and we'll end up having a bunch of folders in here. So that's it. We have our what's the name? We have our Unity project uploaded. That's cool, but most of the time you will not be uploading stuff to your own repo. Most of the time you'll be collaborating with the team. So if we go to our thing, Github virtual, there's a repo, and again, let's remember, repository is like a folder. So there's a folder called cd virtual. You will be uploading stuff here, but since there are many of us, I can't let all of you just upload stuff randomly here because, well, this is horrible. That will be a mess. That's what we did is we created branches. So what is a branch? Branch is pretty much just a duplicate of what we have, and you can just work with that duplicate. So this is called branch. This main folder called master. But then you can create any other folder. So if you type a name and then click enter, so let's say we have, I don't know, let's say Merrick, and we go enter. So that goes and creates a branch called Merrick. So it's just a duplicate. So we can choose to, instead of trying to push to the master branch, what we did with uploading to our repository. So if you go and look here, it says master. Master is a branch, it's a folder. So it's uploading to the main folder. I can't allow you to upload to the main folder, and even more importantly, you can't, because I set the rules so that nobody except me and the Ubiq Virtual GitHub team, so I think there's like 6 other people, can add to master branch. So you can't add to the master branch, and you also can't add to the beta branch. So master branch will be for release, and beta branch will be for review. Okay, so question will be, okay, where do I add stuff? Well, first of all, I have to add you as a collaborator to the project. Once I add you as a collaborator, I will create a branch with your name. So you will be adding stuff to the branch with your name and playing with it. Once you feel it's ready, we will create a second type of the branch called a feature branch. So let's say you go and build a building. You go and add it to the branch with your name. Once you did that, you go and tell me, hey, Anar, I want to add it to the feature branch. And one of the feature branches we have is called design. So you go and add it to design, and then another person goes and builds a building in his branch with his name, and then he goes and says, hey, I want to add it to the feature branch as well, and then they go and add it to design. I go then and review it in design, and they go and review it, and then we might make a choice to take design and then kind of take everything from here, and we say it's called a merge, but basically what merge is take everything from here and then put it in beta branch, and then once we play around with beta and play around, we can put it to main master branch. So it will be a very bureaucratic process, but it is in place to make sure that we do what's the name? We do have solid releases. So releases that are professional. That's why we have multiple branches. All you need to know for now is I'll create a branch with your name, and you'll be uploading to the branch with your name. So let's go back to master. So first thing we want to do is similar procedure. We want to get this thing on our computer. So I go clone, and then I go to here, and then I just go git bash. So it creates another git bash. I close this git bash, do not confuse me. I go git clone, and then I paste stuff in. Oh shit, it didn't. So git clone, and then let's go and copy it. So we copy it, and then we go da da da. Yes, so good. So create a city virtual. Let's go and make a change. So let's add something like test. So I create a test file, and then I go like, hey, blah 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 blah. Good. Now, in the past, what we did, we just kind of did git push and then git add, and we still will have those commands. But before we do all of them, I want to have one command, and it's called it's this one. So I will type it in here. So this command will basically, instead of trying to upload to the main branch called the master branch. Oh, by the way, I just realized something, and that's important. We did git clone cd virtual, but we didn't go to this folder from here. So we have to type cd virtual. Okay, now we're in the branch. So you see we have master here. We don't want to upload to master branch because I will not give you permission to do that. So what we want to do is we want to go and be like, hey, you know, I don't want to upload here. I will upload to another branch. So I'll use a command called git checkout. So git checkout b, so that's a branch, and then the name of the branch. So, well, I like the branch with my name, nr, so I'll go and add to that branch. So we type nr. So you can see it's nr now, so we'll be uploading stuff to nr branch. And then procedure is similar, so we go git add everything. Normally you would not add everything, you will add specific files, but I usually add stuff that I use, so I can be like, hey, git add everything. Then I go git commit m minor change, and then m add the text file. I committed that, and then I go git push. Well, it says do that, so let's I hope you read this. So what it says is let's do git push set upstream origin nr, and that should work. Username, my username. Then we'll ask for my password. So here's my password. I hope I'm not pronouncing my password while typing it. Yeah, it seems that it worked. So let's go and look at nr branch. So yeah, so we can see the file. What happens if I do this? If I go to master branch. Okay, there's nothing in master branch. And then I go to nr, and there's a text file in the nr branch. So that's great. But another thing you want to know is, okay, so let's say I added text, but now I want to take the text file that I've created and push it to the feature branch or a subteam branch. So let's say we have a VR motion subteam, right? And I want to go and make sure that this thing that I just created, the whole nr branch goes and merges with VR motion subteam branch. So basically everything that's here goes in here. So how can we do that? We have something called a pull request. Now give me a second, I forgot how to do a pull request, so I'll be right back with you in a second. Okay, so I'm back, and this is how we do pull request. So there's a pull request button apparently, so we'll go new pull request, and then I go nr, and then I go select VR motion, and then I had a text file. It is ready to be merged, and then I go and try to merge it and create pull request. And then whoever is the admin of that group will decide if he wants to. So in this case, it's me. So you would not have this button probably. And then I can be like, hey, yes, merge pull request. That means I accept your request, or I can choose not to do it and then get back to you and be like, hey, I want you to change something. So that's it. We kind of explain. I hope I explained the how to use GitHub to upload and download, and how to upload to our team repository. So I want to show you briefly again how everything works. So there are multiple branches. So one is names. So there's a names branches, and you work with those guys. And then you might choose from like multiple of those branches to go and upload or do a pull request to a subteam branch. We're probably going to have a subteam branch, but we might also choose to have a feature branch. Feature branch is just like maybe a specific thing we change. So I don't know yet. Most likely we'll have subteam branch. And then from there, if you like and you play with it and you solve all the conflicts, you might choose to go to beta branch. And then beta branch, I'll have to give a pull for that. And we play with it, test it, and then we might go and decide to push to master. And that will be pretty much our release branch. So that's it. It's kind of like it goes through pretty much 4 stages before we get the release. This kind of assures that everything that's here is complete. We don't have a half-baked stuff in master. That should be everything. Thanks a lot for watching this, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you on upcoming meetings. Thanks a lot.